The Hindu greeting of Namaskar, the divinity in me bows down in gratitude to the divinity in you, has become the preferred greeting amongst many world leaders as an alternative to handshakes during the coronavirus outbreak. Atmanjali mudra, along with the Sanskrit greeting, is a constant practice of gratitude in the Hindu tradition. Devotees visiting Tirupati for Lord Venkateshwara's Darshan have also been asked to reschedule their visit amidst any flu-like symptoms in an attempt to limit possible contagious transmissions to others. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry 48-hour ban on Asianet and MediaOne was lifted last week. The two Malayalam news channels were penalized for biased coverage of Delhi rioting, citing specific criticism of Delhi police while supporting a particular community. The ban came under the Cable Television Network's rules of 1994, which had previously banned NDTV in 2016 for their coverage of the Pathankot terrorist attack. Pradakshina is now open to devotees at the 9th century Prambanan Temple complex in Indonesia, where for the first time in more than 1,000 years, Abhishekam was performed in a grand ceremony last November. One of the largest Shiva temples outside India and recognized as a World Heritage Site, the compound consists of more than 500 individual temples and displays masterpieces of stone carving of the Ramayana and life of Lord Ram. Rituals and offerings are now performed as mentioned in 25 Hindu inscriptions of the Mataram Kingdom era. The Archaeological Survey of India has announced its plans to remove the sand now filling the 113-foot-high Jagamohan Hall of the 13th century Konark Sun Temple. The temple was filled with sand 117 years ago and sealed in 1903 under the instruction of Lieutenant Governor of Bengal J.A. Bourdillon in 1903. Although the removal of sand from inside the temple is not without risk, it has been agreed upon as the only way to begin reinforcing the structure and ensure it will stand for more than 100 years. It has been recommended that sculptors experienced with the ancient Hindu Shilpa Shastras of arts be consulted in the restoration. Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust has begun work to shift the Ram Lala deity from the makeshift tent to an enclosure 200 feet away before Ram Navami April 2nd. The move is intended to make Darshan more accessible and a step towards freeing the deity of its confined enclosure. One trust member noted it is Lord Ram's birthplace, and yet the deity had to be in a tent for 3 decades. This is the first major step on the ground initiated by the trust. This pillar inside the Chennakeshava temple at Belur in Karnataka is known to have been capable of rotating on its own axis, including during special prayer times in the evenings. Known as the Narasimha pillar, it is said to have been commissioned by King Vishnuvardhana in 1117. Here we see Lord Vishnu reclining on the serpent form of Anantashesha. This deity is now found in a Paris museum, thousands of kilometers away from its home in Tamil Nadu. Much of the world is appreciative and jealous of the longevity and contributions of the great Hindu civilization that is now being systematically dismantled before our eyes.